Hello guys, welcome back, and in this video I'm going to be explaining all of the new variables that they added in the new YEEPS update. To start, this is your main variable block, and as you can see there's 3 inputs. Each of these do its own different thing. So the green input adds on 1, and the blue input subtracts 1, but the red input in the back will reset it back to 0. So that's how this works. The next chip we're going to be looking at is this chip, and when you start it, it says please enter new value. So we'll just do 5. When you hook up a button to this chip, it will set the new value to 5. It does not add on 5, it just sets the value to 5. The next chip we will be looking at is the randomizer. So how this works is if we hook up a button, then we click on this. We'll do a minimum value of 1 and the maximum value of 5. And what this does is it picks a random number 1 through 5. And it gives you that random number. The next block we're going to be looking at is the greater than and less than. So I'm going to be explaining both of these. So how this works, we'll start with the greater than. So let's say our number is 3. If our number is greater than 2, it will turn on this light. But what if we make it 5? 3 is not greater than 5, so the light goes off. Now we'll do less than. So if our value is less than 5, the light will go on. But if it's, let's just put 2, 3 is not less than 2, so the light goes off. So that are the comparison blocks. Now we'll do the equal to block. So this, you can pick a certain value. We'll do 3, and if it's 3, or whatever you make it equal to, the light will light up. But if we make it 4, it won't, because it is not 3. One of the last things we will be looking at is the greatest amount value. So basically, whichever number, let's say we have multiple, we have blue, and then we have our second color, which is black. We'll just do that. Whichever number is the greatest is the one that will be lit up. So we have blue and black both here. Since black is 8, it is lit up. But let's say we do a different value. We do purple. Since purple is 0, now blue is lit up because blue is greater than purple. So that is how this variable works. And now, last but not least, we have the display variable. So this is a display of this one. So it shows whatever this shows, just bigger. There's multiple versions of these. There's this one I just showed you. There is a 4x4. There is a 2x4. There is a 4x8. Yeah. And then there is time variables. So it has the colon in the middle, so you can show the time. And there's also a bigger one. Now, I'm going to show you some things you can make with variables. So the first one I made is Yahtzee. Let me uncover up the back so I can show you how this works. you roll the numbers and you need to try to get 5 of the same numbers. I use this with the randomizer block, so I have 2 5s. I'm gonna lock in the 5s. Now I'm gonna roll again. Don't have any more 5s. I didn't get another 5. And you basically keep rolling until you ultimately get 5 of the same number. Now I'll show you how I coded it. So if we come in the back, this is the reroll button. It starts off by doing all the randomizers, and these are the latches. And then you hook up these to this, and what that does is when you hit the button to lock it in, it does that, which turns on the light, and it also turns off this, so it no longer randomizes it. And that is so it no longer randomizes it, so it won't randomize the number with the rest. Now, this next game I'm going to show you, I saw on a video idea, and I just wanted to showcase it because it is very cool, and I enjoy the concept of it. It's King of the Hill. So basically, how this works is there's 4 teams, and basically, if you're on a team, you try to knock each other off, and then you hit your team's button. Each second, your team is going to go up. So now, whichever team has the highest variable is going to be the king. So let's say then yellow team knocks off red team, and they steal it. Now red team stops going up, but yellow team still goes up. Red team has 15, so it's still the king. But if yellow team gets more than 15, they'll be the king. Now I'll show you how I coded this. So here is how I coded it. This is just a little reset thing, but when you hit your button, it does this, and then it has a memory latch, and then the ticking, and it adds that. So basically, when you hit your button, what it does is this, it does the wait, and then it resets all the other ones so no one else gets point. But this is still activating this, so yours doesn't reset. And then this is just the team win block. So once a team gets to 100, the team wins. And yeah, that's all I have to show you for today on the new variables. If you guys want to see more on the variables, just let me know. Bye.